Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libras out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time. See what we got this week, my guides. What's up with my Libras, please? And thank you. Mid-July. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock. What's going on for the Libras here in mid-July, my guys? What do we got? There we go. All right, that card did like 3 flips out of my hand, so we're taking it. Okay, this is a very motivated, movement-based type of energy. And I feel like it links exactly into what we were seeing for you last week, my friends. Makes sense. Now, there's big forward momentum here. And before we really start talking about it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this strong feminine character. There's a ship, there's birds, there's all sorts of things in this card. They're focused in one direction, moving. So this does remind me similar to like the Chariot type of energy, like let's go, let's get this going, let's get this moving. There could be something you were very much motivated about. You might be just future focused in this time. But to me, this is a very action-based card like we were seeing in your reading all last week. It was very fiery. So for a lot of you, there could be some volatility in life right now. A lot of things changing, a lot of things up in the air. But there is this want for movement. For a portion of you, this could represent wanting to take a trip, take a vacation, get something going. But this is forward action and momentum. So if you've been having troubles, having issues, this could be pushing past and pushing through those, which would be a very good thing. So let's just place that down here. It is Chariot, determined type of energy. But yeah, we're going to put that off to the side. As I always say, that card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the juicy, intuitive stuff going. So shuffle it up here one time for the Libras, my guides. What do we got this week? Mid-July. So while we shuffle these cards, let's talk about last week's reading. Like I said, it linked in perfectly to that first card over there. It was titled Explosive Action Incoming. So once again, very fiery, very movement-oriented, changeable. I mean, I did get certain individuals making moves and making things happen, and it was all over the reading last week. So we're going to see if we still have that fired up action happening. I mean, you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to, okay? You know how tarot goes. But let's get these first 3 cards out for the Libras. My guides and spirit team. What do we got for my friends? Find it very interesting. Okay, so we have the Devil in position number 1. We're going to have to talk about this, my friends. Okay, I'm not going to quite say that is a warning just yet, but we're going to put the Devil right there. Let it chill for a minute. We're going to put that Devil on ice. Let's get 2 more cards. What is that? Okay, 10 of Swords. So we're going to have to talk about these things, Libra, for sure. Been getting this energy in the air signs. I even got it in the Gemini's 10 of Swords. So there might be some warnings to be had. Okay, 4 of Swords. Okay. So rest, recuperation. A lot of you could be in a time of rest and recuperating right now, or that could be something you need or someone you're close to needs. So let's talk about these one by one. Obviously, you know, all tarot cards have positive and challenges to go through, but let's go through one by one. Then we'll get into the juicy stuff. Now, at first look, first glance, obviously when you see the Devil and the 10 of Swords next to each other, that's going to catch your attention. We have earthy energy here. We have a lot of air energy, which is something you were comfortable in dealing with. But some of you might need some sort of rest or reprieve or healing. And I do feel like for all the zodiac so far this week, healing has been, and I know that's such a generalized term, but healing has been at the forefront for almost every single sign for some reason. But let's go through one by one. Then we'll get down to the meat and potatoes. Position number 1, we have the Devil. Okay, for a portion of you, this could just represent a Capricorn or someone you're linked to that has Capricorn placements. When we see the devil, it could be so many different things. One thing, this could be temptation. For some of you, this could represent toxicity between two people. This could be obsessiveness, whether it's obsessive thoughts or someone who's obsessive over you. This could be jealousy. It could be a lot of different things. It could be someone that is overly attached to the material world as well, like material assets, material things. So when I see the devil, I think of something that may have been lingering for a while that needs to be resolved, okay, or needs to be worked through. If this is a person, if this is a representing person that's not a Capricorn, there might be warnings about this individual that we'll look at later on down the line, okay, because it could be one of those things, it could be all of those things. Sometimes it could even be addictions. Okay, addictive ways of thinking, addictive ways of acting. Could be a big warning there. Moving to the center, we have the Ten of Swords. Anyone who watches tarot knows what the Ten of Swords mean. We don't fear any card around here. That's what I said in the Gemini reading as well, and I say the same thing here, Libra. The Ten of Swords could represent a rough and tough ending of some sort. It could represent a rock bottom. This could be pain. I always like to say in a reading that this doesn't have to be something that's coming up this week. This could be something that's already happened, even from the distant past, especially with the devil next to it. It could be a pain that's been lingering for quite a while or something that's left unresolved. So the good thing about the Ten of Swords is once you get there, there's nowhere to go but up. Like there's nowhere to go but improvement. But I would say keep your head on a swivel with this. It could be, once again, another big warning about things coming to a close, things coming to an end, okay, or pain. In its worst sense, it could even be betrayal. But I do like to say that from Ten of Swords moments, we can learn valuable lessons, okay, and moving forward, things to avoid. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Four of Swords. If you've been grappling with any of these energies or they've been coming to the surface, this Four of Swords makes complete sense. This is a rest-based type of energy. Maybe you just need some sort of break. Maybe you need some sort of rest or reprieve here. Could be issues in the night, issues sleeping when we have the Four of Swords. I mean, I know this could be a spooky looking card or a creepy looking card. It really isn't. To me, this is a beautiful card of meditation. Getting in touch with one's inner voice, inner soul. Now, yes, there are little paranormal undertones to the Four of Swords, but to me, in a reading like this, it's somebody who needs to heal, who needs to calm something down and take a breath, okay? Like this is huge, like someone needing to calm something down, let this heal, and work through it, okay? Like especially if you've been dealing with like serious situations and things that we're talking about here, like the Four of Swords is something you might really need, some sort of rest, break, or reprieve. I will say this though, in the inverse, the challenge of the Four of Swords is it's something that could be sticking around for a long time. So we see it on the front end, we see it on the back end, like this sticky type of energy where like these issues or these situations or these warnings could be things that are nothing new. They could be things that have been sticking around for a long time. So with all that being said, I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Libras, please. Let's see what's going on for my friends. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that devil here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, devil time. What's the devil doing here? Devil's in the details, right? What's this about? Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah, this is tough. This is a little tough. This is someone that you may have a very deep soul connection with, where there is something they are dealing with, or this is something that there's just a little toxicity, there's something unhealthy here when we have this Two of Cups in reverse underneath the devil. Okay, now it doesn't just have to be romantic. When we get the Two of Cups, it could be friends, this could be family members, anyone that we have that soul bond connection with. Now, just because you have a soul connection with somebody doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect, but there is some level of obsession here, or there is some level of jealousy or toxicity that's showing up right here in the front end that we just need to take a look at. Maybe this, I'm also getting the vibe of codependency as well. So take that for what it's worth. Like there might be someone that is very codependent on others showing up here in the front end. I'm not going to speculate on it too much just yet, but this is something that's very difficult to shake. Even if there are positives, even if there are negatives, there's something comforting about this energy in the front. Even if you know it's not 100% positive, like that's okay for whatever reason. I mean, take it for whatever it's worth, Libra. Those are just what I'm feeling here in the moment. Okay, like, we're going to keep pressing forward, but I mean, no relationship's ever going to be 100% healthy. There's going to be choppy waters, but when we see the devil and the Two of Cups in reverse, I mean, there is something that needs to be solved. We're severed here. We're going to keep moving over to the Ten of Swords. Okay, let's see what's up with that. I'm not going to linger there too much. It is what it is. Could be some sort of toxicity or toxic connection, or even people that are addicted to each other. That's a very real thing as well. I know I'm giving you lots of different messages, but it just is what it is. Let's go on that Ten of Swords. Why is that Ten of Swords here for Libra? Thank you. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse underneath this Ten of Swords. Okay. Yeah, something possibly coming to light. Something coming to a close, you know, some sort of details come to light, and it's like, okay, well, all right, there goes that. Like, that's the vibe I'm picking up here, right here. So for a portion of you, you might be going through some sort of ending. And once again, this could be something that's already elapsed. It doesn't mean it's coming up in this week. This could be something that has happened like a week, 2 weeks, months, even years ago. If it's still in your energy, it's showing up and being brought up to the surface here. Now, generally, the Seven of Swords to me is liars, sneaks, people doing things in the shadows. The fact that it's in reverse to me is a card of revelation, okay, or something becoming known. So when I see it in reverse underneath this Ten of Swords, hey, maybe someone was being a little shifty, right? Maybe someone wasn't being too forthcoming for whatever reason. But the fact that it's in reverse is like something coming to light under the Ten of Swords. There could be a lot of things. Now, it doesn't just have to be interpersonal relationships. It could be other things, could be work things, whatever. But a lot of Libras could be going through those cycle changes where there could be big endings coming in for a lot of you. We're going to go in on the Four of Swords. And life is all about the beginnings and endings, right? We all go through them. And if this reading isn't yours, totally cool. Please watch your other alignments. I'd always suggest that. But let's see what's going on with that Four of Swords. What's that Four of Swords here? I mean, if we're talking about things that have been coming up for the whole collective that need to be healed, this makes sense. Yeah, Five of Cups under the Four of Swords, like this, you just need some time, all right? You're just going to need some time, or you just need some time to work through this. The Five of Cups, the River of Tears underneath the Four of Swords. Okay, like, yeah, with these energies that we're talking about, with these energies that we're seeing, it only makes sense that we would see it. And that's okay. You could take all the time you need. Okay, everyone heals on a different spectrum. Some people go through it quicker. Some people process things very quick. It might take a very long time for others on the same hand. So when I see this, it feels, and I feel like I'm getting this thread through the whole zodiac this week, is that things are going to be brought to the surface that you need to heal from, whether it is these moments that have happened in the past or things that pop up this week. Like, now is going to be a big time of self-reflection and really putting this stuff under the light and healing from it in your own way. And there is no right or wrong way to heal. I just want to say that, okay? And even if there were rough things, like, yeah, still sad. Like, even if it wasn't perfect and this and that and things were revealed, it's still hurtful, it's still sad. Let's go through, because this is a very heavy reading, Libra. We're going to go through, I'll give you a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card super quick. I'm tempted to almost not pull a shadow card, but I promised you. In position number one, we have the Devil with the Two of Cups in reverse. Like I said, this could be some sort of connection where there's just something that's off, whether it's someone or two people that are addicted to each other, or some sort of, you know, like they're reliant on each other. There's a little toxicity showing up here. There's just something off, something askew, something not too healthy about this soul connection, whatever it is, okay? And I did say codependence. I was getting a vibe of codependence as well, so take from that what you will. But moving to the center, we have the Ten of Swords with the Seven of Swords in reverse. To me, this felt like, yeah, this is something that needed to come to a close, or something that has ended. Maybe something was revealed, maybe someone was acting shady, whatever it might be. I felt overall a lot of Libras could be going through those cycle changes where certain things coming in, certain things are going out. But moving to the back end, yeah, there's a little pain here. We have the Four of Swords with the Five of Cups, needing to take a break and take your time to heal. Take as much time as you need. There is no timetable, there is no scale. So I did feel like this is a very important thing on the back end, that a lot of people in the collective are going to have things coming up to the surface, and you heal it in your own way. okay? And if you need help healing it, ask for it. But these aren't to be rushed on the back end, especially if there's things ending and closing. Please take a screenshot, Libra. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. And once again, if this isn't your reading and it's not resonating, please check your other alignments, your sun, your rising, your Mars, Venus, whatever, you know, depending on what you're going through in life. But let's see what's in the shadows. Real quick, I'm going to keep the shadow card nice and brief here because the whole spread was a damn shadow card this week, Libra. But let's see what's going on. What's in the shadows for my friends, please? All right. Yeah, I always like to do this because I feel like it's introspective, but we did a lot of introspective stuff within the read itself. So we're just going to keep this super simple just because I promised it. Okay, yeah, Three of Cups. Watch for overconsumption. I will just say that. I know I was talking about everyone healing differently and going through a healing process. When we have the Three of Cups, this could speak about dicey group situations, of course. But to me, the general consensus of the Three of Cups in reverse is watching what you consume, no overconsumption or being reliant on pleasures of the flesh. Okay, now usually this is a card of happiness, merriment, stuff like that. But I'm just going to keep my message as simple as it is. Just Spirit might be asking you in this time to practice a little temperance and don't overconsume anything, okay? Because there could be a big warning about overconsumption, especially since we had the devil in the spread as well, because that card could represent that, or addictive traits, addictive personalities. So yeah, Libra, I know, tough one this week. It's all good though. We'll keep it pushing. That's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise.